right, how's it going, everybody? It's Jason here with RealTourVision.com, and I am on a bicycle ride on what might very well be the very last day of hope for cold-blooded folks in northern Michigan. Yes, that's right. We're talking about snow tomorrow, and it's not probably going to let up after that. So this is it. Decided to take this opportunity to make a quick video for real estate photographers. I've got a good lineup today, so listen up. If you are in that field and you want to know how to grow your business and how to secure more business, this is the video for you. And so I'm really excited about today because I've put down my 5 favorite top WOM drivers in this video. And also, I'm going to start the video out with a getting new business tip. So for those of you that are just getting started, and or those of you that have been in the business for a while, this also works as a great way to take business from, that's right, your competitors. So let's lead with that today and then go into the 5 WOM drivers. I love talking about this. I've helped thousands of photographers since 1999 dominate their market. And this is the top question I get. How do I start getting new business? Well, you're gonna start by reaching out to real estate agents. You're going to do your research. You're going to find the ones that are actually listing homes, because you don't want to waste your time targeting buyer's agents. You want seller's agents. So remember that. The number one thing that people are inclined to do is give one away for free. Don't do that. You don't work for free. You shouldn't work for free. You don't get your car fixed for free. The person that comes to fix your appliances doesn't work for free. Service industry, no free. So I always tell you not to do that because you're setting a really bad precedent, right? You know, you don't want to do that. What you want to do, a lot of people will say, well, I'll tell you what, I'll do one for you for free, and if you like it, you can pay for the next one. That's my impersonation of a noob. So the new approach that I want you to try next time, and this is, I'm not gonna say it's bulletproof, but this one works really, really well, and I mean really well. The approach I want you to use is, do you have a listing that you can think of right now that you're having a hard time selling, or maybe it's been sitting a little too long, that you'd be willing to throw my way? And I not only have some of the best photos in town, but I've got some secret sauce that I like to throw at it. And the secret sauce, if all you do is photos, then you don't say that last part. But if you're doing boost marketing services like property websites and social media videos, printable flyers, QR codes, custom domain names, virtual tours, any of that stuff in that category, if you're doing any of that, what I call boost marketing stuff with your photos, you can throw that in. But what you say is, do you have a listing that's been sitting out there for a while that you'd be willing to throw my way? I will do that listing for you. If you like it, all I ask is that you give me 2 referrals via email, copied with a warm introduction. That's all I'm asking for. So you see the difference there? Yes, technically it's free, Jason. Yeah, I get that. But if you do that 3 times, now all of a sudden, instead of 3 customers, you've got 9 potential, assuming that the original customers are going to use you again. So that is a great way to grow your business. It's very effective. I have watched people literally not only take business from their competition using that over and over again, but I have seen a lot of people start their business and they go from 0 to thousands of photo shoots a year using that method right there to get new business. Okay, WOM driver number 1, numero uno, WOM driver is service. Has to be service. You want people to talk about you, it starts with good service. Service with a smile, service with integrity, punctuality, service with honor, and consistency. Gosh, that's one. So right now, there is a massive lack of service, good service out there in the service industry. If you are good at what you do, and you can service with a smile, and when you make a mistake, you don't try to cover it up. You take it head on, and you just continually give good service, you will get people talking about you. Now, they're not all going to talk about you, especially if you're good, but they will talk amongst their teams and their office. So that's huge. I always said most people in the business world should have waited tables. And if they waited tables just a little bit in their life, they would understand service. So I can't stress how important servicing your client is. And it's hard for some people to learn because sometimes you're not wrong. You just have to move through it. You know, one thing that's great about being in the real estate photography business is you get to go in and out of these homes and you get to talk to the clients of your client. And one of the neat little tricks that I have found that really works well is if you say one or two nice things, preferably two, about the agent. Yeah, I've seen her billboards around town. She's an aggressive marketer. I'm sure she's going to get your house sold in a hurry. I love working for Ted. He's a great guy, and I know he sells a lot of homes, and he's really good at what he does. As you're working, that gives you the opportunity to actually say some nice things. And then what happens is when the agent talks to the homeowner, oh, how'd it go? How'd it go with Bob today? Bob showed up to do your photos. How was it? Boy, Bob really likes you, Ted. Bob really likes you. Well, it was wonderful. He was such a pleasure to be around. And when the agent finds out that you are actually out there selling them to their existing customers, further ingraining that trust, that's huge. They're going to want you on the front lines. They're going to want you out there, and as opposed to the drone pilot or the real estate photographer that shows up and doesn't say anything, or that's just a little bit curt, or that's just a little bit maybe standoffish. So, you know, what you say to those home sellers goes a long way, and you bet that it gets back to the agent. So keep that in mind. Put that in your back pocket. Moving on from service, my next big WOM driver is review collection. Let's talk about reviews. Okay, so reviews are so important. I can't even tell you how important reviews are. That's why they're number 2 on my list. There's a few sites that I recommend for collecting reviews. Reviews are the best way for you to build not only some good SEO, but trust. And you can use them in postcards, brochures, on the back of your business card. You can use them all over the place because they're cool things that people say about you, which is WOM driver. How do you get reviews? It's not easy. Again, I'm going to go back to, if you're really good at what you do, this may not be the easiest thing, but if you don't ask, you may not receive. So when you get that compliment, when you get the agent that says, my gosh, you did a fantastic job on those twilights, or this virtual tour is amazing, this property website, these hit reports are fantastic, can you believe the views we're getting, or whatever it is. When you get those reviews or when you get those moments of praise, you need to ask for the review. Hey, wow, thanks a lot. Don't forget to thank them. Thanks a lot. Do you mind if I send you a link? Would you mind just putting some of those thoughts down for me? It's much appreciated. And my top review sites: Facebook, Google, Yelp. I know they're gonna call you, and they're gonna badger you, but it ranks. So you got to play the game, whether you spend money with them or not. You got to play the game, and it ranks for your area real estate photography. So keep that in mind. You want to have a presence there. You want to have a Facebook business page. You want to have a Google Place page. And then the last one is going to be Houzz, Houzz. From what I can tell, that ranks pretty well too. So get reviews on those sites. Have a template, and when someone says something really nice or they compliment you, thank them and ask for a review. And you're going to want to alternate those sites. So you're going to want to not always send them all 4 and to have them pick. You're going to want to say, leave me a Google review, leave me a Facebook review, leave me a Yelp review, leave me a Houzz review. And after a year, 2 years, 3 years of being in business, guess what? You're going to have the most reviews in town because you're doing this. and you're going to look like the dominating force. You will be the dominating force because that's how you've positioned your business. Okay, so enough about reviews. Let's move on to WOM driver number 3. Haven't been hit by a car yet, so that's great. So this next one's pretty cool. This next one, I have to say, most real estate photographers and drone pilots just don't do. And that's have a blog. So a blog is really important for several reasons. Over at Blue Lava Media, we blog every single production that we do. So if we do a photo shoot, we blog it. We post the property website. It's actually automated, I'm not gonna lie. If you go to tourgrandtravers.com, you're gonna see that we use if this, then that, and we put in the RSS feed. So every time we make a new production or do a new photo shoot, it automatically gets blogged. And it builds backlinks to that property website that we create for the agent, which is pretty sweet because then that property website ranks in the search engines and it's typically right underneath Zillow or Realtor.com. Our customers love that. When they get the weekly sellers report, they see that people are actually finding it in Google, and people can Google the address. Our productions come right up. Anyway, that's a whole separate thing. But having a blog is a great way to express yourself, things that you could blog about. If you're not using a system with an RSS feed, things that you could blog about would be your recent shoots, your favorite shoot of the week, your agent spotlight. It's a great idea. You could interview an agent once a month with video via Zoom, and you could have that recorded and you could blog that. And that's a really neat way for you to build camaraderie with that particular agent, as well as position yourself as a local expert at what you do. Great idea. So think about having a blog and think about having some content in it, like the shoot of the week, the twilight of the month or twilight of the week, your favorite house, home preparation tips. We all know that there's not enough of those. If you can write good enough content, guess what? You could probably find that the agents will start using that content before they send you. Getting your house ready, things to know about your drone shoot before I arrive, how to properly stage your home, things to look for in a professional real estate photographer, things to look for in a professional drone service. So my next WOM driver, number 4 on my list, social media shout outs. So social media is huge. If you're not a part of Facebook, and I know I'm not a big fan of Facebook, but if you are not active on there, then you need to be. What you want to do is pick a few shoots throughout the week and try to post some photos, or if you're using a system that does virtual tours or property websites, post those and thank your customers and tag your customers. It's huge. Nobody does that. So many people don't. If you're not doing that, you need to. So tag your customers, thank your customers. Thanks for your support, thanks for your business, thanks for your trust, thanks for your loyalty. And that's gonna go a long ways in building and solidifying those relationships, and once again make it so that you are their primary go-to. And other agents will see that too. So that's really good, especially if they thank you and it's on their page and the tag and all that. So post your shoots, tag your agents, thank your agents for their business, and try and do that at a somewhat regular pace so that you're continually publishing new content. Let's move on to number 5, our 5th WOM driver. It is probably going to be the most difficult for you guys, but it's a good one. It is a newsletter. A newsletter. Some way for you to reach out to your customers. You need a customer list. It's not going to be easy. Again, this is the tough one. Save the tough one for last, but it is really important. So let's start with the customer list. Customer list you can get from an agent roster. You need to join your association, and there's going to be a fee associated with that, $300 to $500 a year. and you'll probably be able to go to a show, but you'll get the agent roster. Probably not going to get the emails, but you will get a roster. And the nice thing about that is that you will be able to look them up, and you will be able to identify who's listing, who's selling, and you're going to be able to create a list that you've cultivated, and you can send out some emails to local real estate agents and letting them know, just let them know that you're new, a new affiliate member. So that's your reason for reaching out. Hi, I'm a new member of the local MLS board. I wanted to introduce myself. And as you add them to your list, send out a hello. Hi Jan. We're a new photo service. We just joined the association. We're excited to meet you at some of the local outings and the chili cook-off, and we will be sponsoring some events this year, and look forward to meeting you at some of these, and just wanted to stop on by and say hello. So that's a great way to just build your list. So once you've got your list built, then it's the content. The content of your list is going to be not easy to come up with, but think about the same kind of stuff that you would put in your blog. Top articles for your blog would be good for your newsletter. So you can kind of recycle some of that information. The other thing that you can look at doing is creating, like at bluelavamedia.com, one of the things that we do is we created a hot sheet. So every time we do 5 to 10 new productions, they get blasted out to our newsletter list, which is pretty sweet. So it's called a hot sheet. So that's a whole other conversation on how to do that. It involves RSS feeds, and it involves setting it up on a system like MailChimp or Aweber. But once it's set up, it is sweet. Every time you do 5, 10, 15, or whatever set number of photo shoots, your hot sheet will blast out to all 500,000 or whatever number of people are on your list. That came in as our second driver of leads at Blue Lava. That usually is a really solid lead. Hey, what's your pricing? Hey, they'll just reply right to the hot sheet. So if you don't have the means of having a hot sheet, just take some of the stuff from your blog, and it's hey, here's our shoot of the month, or that agent spotlight thing that I was talking about before. All that stuff's gonna be really good. Home preparation tips, all about my virtual staging service, all about our blue sky green grass guarantee. Cultivate some material and get it out there. The newsletter is really a once a month thing if you're not doing a hot sheet. So there you have it, you guys. I appreciate your time. Those are 5 really solid WOM drivers. I hope that those bring you business. I know that between the tips and the WOM drivers, they will. I hope to hear from you and talk to you in the future. If you like this video, click the like button. Make sure that you follow us. Find us on Facebook, and give us a call. I hope to be able to talk to you in person, and we can't wait to make the next video. It's probably going to be a lot of snow on the ground. Maybe I'll be snow blowing in the next video. So stay tuned. Have a great day, and remember, if you love what you do, it's not a job.